Welcome to your practice. My name is Matthew, and in this video, we're gonna do a flow that is primarily aimed at relieving tension from the front of your thighs as well as the front of your hips. But we're not just gonna stop there, so we'll go up the torso a little bit more and open the abdominal region, the front of chest region for some back bending poses at the end. If that sounds like a good idea to you, grab whatever props you might need for class, and then let's meet up in downward facing dog. All right, once you shift back to down dog, look up at your hands and then make sure you've actually, for this down dog today, have turned your hands out a little bit. So turn your hands out so your index fingers are faced more at a 1 and 11 o'clock position. Then look back at your feet and then step your feet wider than your hips. So almost as wide as your mat. And then bend your knees, lift your heels, and stretch your spine. So take a few deeper breaths just to get settled in here. With your hands turned out like this, dig through the inner edges of your hands a little bit more. So the thumb knuckle side, the index knuckle side, and then just push your hands forward. Stretch your arms. It's going to help stretch your abdomen, but it's also going to help stretch your breath. Take another in-breath here. And then bring your right leg forward to pigeon pose on your out-breath. Lower your back knee, untuck your toes. Keep your chest lifted for a full breath here. And just let your hips settle down. So one more inhale. And then fold forward on your exhale. Step your hands forward a big step. Lower your head down and relax for maybe 5 to 8 breaths here. Since we're doing somewhat of an abbreviated style of flow class, we're not going to have a ton of time to really settle in very deeply to all these poses. But as best you can here, relax into gravity, settle down with gravity, and just kind of use it as this settling process for now. Your back leg, go ahead and reach through it a little bit longer. And then your outer right hip, see if you can let it relax, let it release. Just 1 or 2 more breaths here. All right, now the next inhale, upright your torso again. Step back to down dog on your exhale, so that modified down dog position. Once there, just bend your knees and lift your heels up. And then stick your sitting bones up, your buttocks up. So once you do that, you might feel your lower back pull in quite strongly. Just pause for one more in-breath. And then left leg forward into pigeon pose on your out-breath. Lower your back knee down, untuck your toes, lift your chest. Just settle into it for the exhale. Just let your hips settle. One more inhale here. And then walk your hands forward, exhale. Round your back. Again, in between, probably right around 8 breaths or so, 5 to 8 breaths, depending. But for now, just use it as a relaxing, settling sort of process. Reach through your back leg all the way down to the big toe mound. Reach longer. About 3 more deep breaths, breathing in and out through your nose. With a very slight constriction to your throat, so your breath makes some noise, or a loose variation or loose definition of Ujjayi pranayama. One more full cycle. Lift your chest up, inhale. Plank pose, exhale. Plank pose, inhale. Plank pose, exhale. So lift your belly, look a little bit forward, and keep firming up the front of your thighs. So one more in-breath, look forward. Lower all the way to your chest on the out-breath. Sphinx pose, once you're there. Come up onto your elbows and forearms. Untuck your toes, stretch your legs back. Your legs, lengthen them quite long. So reach all the way down through the big toe mounds as you lift your chest up. So it doesn't need to be this pose doesn't need to be something you need to overly push at. This is more of a, let's say, a gentler way to start taking your spine into extension, your hips into extension. So just lengthen your legs and lift your chest up. One more in-breath. Lower down, go back to down dog on your out-breath. Still that modified dog pose. Hands a little bit turned out, knees bent, hips high. Take a full breath here, so nice deep exhale. Pause for one more inhale. And then step your right foot forward, lower your back knee down. Now step your right foot out to the outside edge of your mat. Once it's there, rotate it out about 45 degrees so the toes are on the floor, but heel still on your mat. Go ahead and lower your hips down and forward. Then step your left hand forward and out about 6 inches or so, and then grab your right thigh. This could be a fantastic place for you to stay if the next variation is just too much. Next variation, bend your back knee, and then with your right hand, grab onto your left foot. Now, if your knee joint is okay with it, then pull your left heel in towards your hip as you lower your hip and turn to the right. So now you raise your right shoulder up. Go ahead and raise your right shoulder. One more breath. Down dog on your next out breath. That same modified down dog position. Bend your knees, lift your heels, lift your hips. Push your hands forward as you reach through your arms. One more inhale here. Then step your left foot forward, lower your back knee down as you exhale. Now that same pose on the second side. Rotate your left foot out till your toes are out off of your mat on the floor there. Lower your hips down. Step your right hand forward and out a little bit. Grab your left thigh. Done. Or reach back with your left hand and grab your foot. Done. Do push through your right hand to help lift your left shoulder, lift your chest up and rotate. Even though you're doing that, do lower your hips, so that'll help extend your right hip. 1 or 2 more breaths here. With an exhale, release, shift back to downward facing dog. Knees a little bit bent, lift your hips up. Next in-breath, rock forward to plank pose. Lower all the way to your chest as you exhale. Now reach back. Locust pose. Interlace your fingers. So interlace your fingers and lift everything up off the floor. It's your favorite pose, I know. So stretch your legs a little bit longer. Lift your outer shoulders and arms up away from the floor. And see if you can work your elbows straighter or all the way straight. So just pause for one more in-breath. Lower all the way down and set up for cobra on your out-breath. So hands mid-chest. Cobra pose as you inhale. Down dog as you exhale. Pause right here. Take an inhale. And then step all the way to the top edge of your mat. Exhale. Lift halfway up. Inhale. Look forward. Fold forward. Exhale. Stand all the way up. Inhale. Reach up. Release your arms. Exhale. Gaze forward. Take a breath or two here and set up mountain pose. Feet could be hip width, feet could be all the way together. We'll do some half sun salutations and then just get into some low lunging salutations with some standing pose flows weaved in between. Next inhale, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. So half sun salutations. Lift halfway up, inhale, look forward. Fold as you exhale. Stand all the way up, inhale, reach up. Release your arms, exhale, gaze forward. Reach your arms up, inhale, look up. Fold forward, exhale. Lift halfway up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Stand up, inhale, reach up, look up. Release your arms, exhale, gaze forward. Now with low lunges, stretch your arms up, inhale, look up. Fold forward, exhale. Lift halfway up, inhale, gaze forward. Step your right foot back, exhale, low lunge. So put the back knee down. Reach your arms up overhead, inhale. Let's go to plank pose as you exhale. Plank pose for the inhale. Lower all the way to your chest, exhale. Locust pose again, inhale, so interlace. Lift everything up and hold for a few rounds of breath. Don't worry about how high you go, just go a little bit longer. And just keep the back body working and engaged. So one more in-breath. Lower all the way down, set up cobra on your out-breath. Cobra pose, inhale. Down dog pose, exhale. Pause for one deep inhale. Stay for the full exhale. Now hold for just an in-breath. And then step your right foot forward, low lunge on your out-breath. Low lunge, stretch your arms up, inhale. Step forward and fold, exhale. Take your time, but lift halfway up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Stand all the way up, inhale. Reach your arms up, look up. Release your arms, exhale, gaze forward. Reach your arms up, inhale, look up. Fold forward, exhale, squeeze all the breath out. Lift halfway up, inhale, gaze forward. Step your left foot back, exhale, low lunge. Stretch your arms up, inhale, look up. Plank pose, exhale, get steady. So hold plank, inhale, look forward. Lower all the way to your chest, exhale. Locust pose. Lift on up on the inhale and hold for your exhale. Stretch your legs back, inhale. Stretch your chest forward, exhale. One more inhale. Lower all the way down, exhale. Set up cobra. Cobra pose, inhale. Pull back to down dog, exhale. Now hold down dog for one full breath. Nice deep exhale. Keep your hips high, inhale. Step your left foot forward, exhale, low lunge. Reach your arms up, inhale. Step forward and fold, exhale. Lift halfway up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Stand all the way up, inhale, look up. Release your arms, exhale, gaze forward. Stretch your arms up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Lift halfway up, inhale. Step your right foot back, exhale, low lunge. Reach your arms up, inhale. Plank pose, exhale. Plank pose, inhale. Lower halfway or all the way down, exhale. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Now raise your right leg, inhale. Stack your hips, bend your knee, exhale. One full breath here. Push through your left hand, exhale. One more inhale. Step your right foot forward, low lunge, exhale. Reach your arms up, inhale. Step forward and fold, exhale. Take your time. Lift halfway up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Stand up, inhale. Release your arms, exhale. Second side, reach your arms up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Lift halfway, inhale. Step your left foot back, exhale, low lunge. Reach your arms up, inhale. Now go to low push-up in one exhale. Upward face your dog, inhale. Downward face your dog, exhale. Reach your left leg up, inhale. Stack your hips, bend your knee, exhale. One full breath here. Push through your right hand. One more inhale. Then step your left foot forward, low lunge, exhale. Reach your arms up, inhale. Step forward and fold, exhale. Lift halfway up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Stand up, inhale. Release your arms, exhale. We'll add on to this. Stretch your arms up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Lift halfway up, inhale. Right foot back, low lunge, exhale. Reach your arms up, inhale. Low push up in one exhale. Upward face your dog, inhale. Downward face your dog, exhale. Then lift your right leg. Stack your hips, bend your knee. Hold for a full cycle of breath. Push through your left hand. One more inhale. Step your right foot forward between your hands, exhale. Now high lunge, come on up, inhale. Interlace your fingers, stretch your arms forward and then up overhead. Lift your hips up. Go ahead and work your right leg a little bit straighter to lift your hips up. Keep that lift through your side waist and your arms and then re-lunge into your front hip. And stretch through your back heel. Literally push through the left big toe mound just a little bit more, as well as push through your left heel. Feel that stretch on the front of your left hip. So a couple more breaths here. Just keep your side waist tall, your chest tall. Maybe even take your gaze slightly up. One more in breath. Low push up or down dog on your out breath. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Then raise your left leg, inhale. Stack your hips, bend your knee, exhale. One full breath here. Press through your right hand. One more inhale. And then step your left foot forward between your hands, exhale. High lunge. Come on up, stretch your arms up, inhale. Interlace your fingers, palms forward, and then arms up overhead. Work your left leg a little bit straighter. So get up a little bit higher in your pose. Now lift your back heel higher. Lift your side waist and stretch your arms up. Keep all of that as you exhale, lower down into your pose again or into your lunge again. Just keep that lift going through the pose. Maybe take your gaze slightly up. So I want a little bit of back bend in your shape. One more inhale. Low push up or down dog, exhale. Upward face your dog, inhale. Downward face your dog, exhale. Settling breathing here. But keep your hands slightly turned out, knees a little bit bent as you lift your hips. One more in-breath. Step your right foot forward, low lunge on your out-breath. Low lunge, inhale. Step forward and fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Stand up, inhale. Release your arms, exhale. Reach your arms up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. We'll keep with this for a brief moment longer. Halfway lift, inhale. Left foot back, low lunge, exhale. Low lunge, reach up, inhale. Low push up in one exhale. Upward face your dog, inhale. Downward face your dog, exhale. Lift your right leg up, inhale. Stack your hips, bend your top knee, exhale. One full breath here, lean back. Reach through your left hand, exhale. One more inhale here. Step your right foot forward, exhale. Warrior two. Warrior two, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Straighten your front leg, inhale. Triangle pose, exhale, about 3 breaths. Ground down, inhale. Reach up, exhale. About 2 more breaths here. One more inhale. Now on this exhale, grab your hip, look down, shorten your stance, and then half moon pose on your inhale. So raise your left leg parallel to the floor. Lift your top shoulder and stretch your top arm up. Stay here if you need to, otherwise bend your top knee, and with your left hand, reach back and grab the foot. Now, once you have your foot, kick back, open up your chest and back bend. If you don't have your foot, it's totally fine. Just stay with the half moon and lift your left arm higher. One more in-breath. Stretch your left arm up, left leg back. Go back to triangle pose as you exhale. Triangle pose for the full breath. Nice deep exhale. Stand up, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Reverse your warrior, inhale. Low push-up or down dog, exhale. Upward face your dog, inhale. Downward face your dog, exhale. Take one deep breath here. Nice full exhale. Second side, raise your left leg, inhale. Stack your hips, bend your knee, exhale. One full breath, inhale. Reach through your right hand, exhale. One more inhale here. Step your left foot forward, exhale, warrior two. Warrior two, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Straighten your left leg, inhale. Triangle pose, exhale, about 3 breaths. Reach your top arm up and bottom hand down, so spread the chest. Drive through your feet so you can lengthen both sides of your waist as well as your spine. One more in-breath. Look down, shorten your stance on your out-breath. Half moon pose. Come on up, inhale. Reach your top arm up, exhale. Stay here if you need to, otherwise, bend your top knee, grab your ankle or foot, Chapasana, and then once you grabbed, go ahead and back bend. Kick back, kick open. Now reach your top arm up, top leg long. Triangle pose as you exhale. One full breath, stick the landing. Nice big exhale, Stand up, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Reverse it, inhale. Low push up, exhale. Upward face your dog, inhale. Downward face your dog, exhale, pause. 2 breaths here. One more. So one more inhale. Step your left foot forward, low lunge, exhale. So back knee down. Reach your arms up, inhale. Step forward and fold, exhale. Lift halfway up, inhale. Forward, fold, exhale. Stand all the way up, inhale. Release your arms, exhale. Bend your knees, reach your arms up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Lift halfway up, inhale. Step your left foot back, exhale. Lower your back knee down. Pause for one inhale. Go back to down dog as you exhale. Pause for the inhale here. And then let's go to pigeon pose, right leg forward as you exhale. So repeating. Lift your chest, untuck your back toes, settle your hips down. And then lower all the way down to your forearms as you exhale. Now, very similar to what we did earlier in class, but with a slight, obviously in a slightly different posture. So now lift your chest up again, bend your back knee. With the right hand, reach back and grab onto your foot, and if that doesn't work, you're totally fine and you're not alone. There's a lot of people that can't do it. From here, notice that you're turning your chest towards the long edge of your mat. Undo that a little bit. Start to turn your chest towards the front edge of your mat and then fold forward. Now, if you can come down to your left elbow, come down to your left elbow. If you can bring your head all the way down, bring your head all the way down. So choose a setting that works for you. So getting into that, the front of your back thigh, the front of your left hip again. Make sure this works on your knee joint. If it doesn't, it's probably not worth it. If it's not working on your left knee joint, probably not worth it. I say that because it's totally not working on my left knee today. If it's not working on your left knee joint, you can change the positioning of your torso. Lift your chest up instead and just lightly bend your back knee. But release your back foot if you have it. Return to downward facing dog on an out breath. Knees a little bit bent, hips up, push your hands forward, and then stretch your spine. So take another in-breath here, and then bring your left leg forward into pigeon pose. Untuck the back toes, lift your chest up. Pause for the exhale. Another inhale here. Lower all the way down as you exhale. So two different phases. So first is kind of the settling into your front hip phase, letting some of the demand slow down or decrease. And then increasing demand. Go ahead and lift your chest up again. Turn to your left. Bend your back knee, and with your left hand, grab onto your foot. Close your knee joint to the best of your ability. And then unrotate. So go ahead and turn towards the front edge of your mat again. Fold forward. Reach your right hand out there. Bring your head down if you can. Or just stay propped up on your right elbow. Now, this side is totally working for my body. The other side was not. If it's not working on this side either, if you just bring your chest up, so instead of going into the forward bend, and then bend your back knee a little bit, you'll get similar elements as the posture that I was demonstrating here, or am demonstrating here. One more full cycle of breath. Complete your exhale. Release the foot. Lift your chest. Inhale. Plank pose. Exhale. Stay for the inhale. Lower halfway down. Exhale, or all the way down. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take a deep in-breath here. Come through to a seated position on your out-breath and lie down on your back. All right, set up for bridge pose and then lift up into bridge pose. So feet about sitting bone distance apart. Drive the backs of your arms, your elbows down into the floor, backs of shoulders. Lift your chest up. Then maybe grab onto your ankles for this one or your mat and open your chest up more. One more in-breath. Lower down on your out-breath. Rest. All right, great. Let's do it again. Lift up. Come up into bridge. But if you can safely do bridge and grab the front of your ankles, please do that variation, as long as it's safe. If it's not, then just do whatever version of bridge seems most appropriate for you to do. Because I do want you to open your chest. And whenever you grab your ankles, there's a little bit more leverage to hoist your hips up, to actually lift your pelvis higher, extend your hips just a touch more, and open your chest, as well as extend your upper back. One more in-breath. Go ahead and lower down on your out-breath. Rest. Okay, let's set up again. Bridge pose, lift up. But now an option to go up into Urdhva Dhanurasana, meaning some people call it wheel pose, or stick with your bridge pose if that's more appropriate. So go up. And then come down, rest. Feel your heart rate. Notice the energetic quality that you've created. If you've stayed with the sequence and you're doing these backbends, notice the energetic quality from when you started till now. I know for me, I feel a little bit more invigorated at this point than when we started. Just notice if these poses have that effect or not on you. They all have their flavors and they all affect people slightly differently. Let's go up for another round. So whatever back bend, the bridge pose or Urdhva Dhanurasana seems appropriate for you. Go ahead and lift your hips up, place your hands, and then go up with an in-breath or an out-breath. All right, come down and rest. Rest, rest. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up button down below. And if you want to stay up to date with all of the videos I upload to this channel, hit the subscribe button as well as turn on the notification bell so you can stay up to date. If you want to get in touch with me, leave a comment in the comment section down below. I do read all of your comments, and I will sometimes base my video making decisions off of the comments I receive from you guys. So if you have any ideas about things you would like to see on this channel, please leave me a comment there and I'll see what I can do. All right, thanks again.